Happening now at 6, Montgomery reveals new crime statistics. The mayor taking a closer look at the trend he's seen over the past 2 years.
Plus, 70 years ago today, Rosa Parks ignited a movement that would change civil rights in America. WSFA 12 News at 6 starts now.
Live, local, now. This is WSFA 12 News.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the News at 6. I'm Valerie Lawson.
I'm Mark Bullock. The city of Montgomery released new crime stats today, which the mayor says proves the city is moving in the right direction.
The numbers go back 2 years ago to 2023. Mayor Stephen Reed says violent crime is down over that time. The number of homicides is down by 28%. Non-fatal shootings are down 37%. And he says overall violent crime is down 24%. He credits the community and police for working together to address public safety.
Also realize that for many people, it's not just about the data. It's about how one feels in a community. And we know that how a person feels in our community is not only a health issue, it is a wealth issue.
And the mayor says he understands there is work that still needs to be done, including the need to recruit more police officers. He says the city is studying potential salary increases, signing bonuses, and other ways to help the police department increase its manpower.
A woman has been arrested for a weekend stabbing that left a man seriously injured. 33-year-old Leisure Taya Battle is accused of stabbing a man in his upper left chest. The man was taken to a hospital with life-threatening injuries. The man and Battle have a child together, according to court documents, and the stabbing happened during an argument. Battle was charged with domestic violence and assault. She's in the Montgomery County Jail without bond. Covering Lee County, a man is dead. Another in police custody after an early morning shooting. Police say it happened Sunday at a home in Beauregard. The victim was identified as 43-year-old Marcus Strickland. Authorities quickly identified 44-year-old David Preston as a suspect in the case. He was taken into custody following a SWAT team raid at a home in Cassetta. Preston is charged with murder. He's being held in the Lee County Jail without bond.
New at 6, a reward is now being offered for information leading to an arrest in a church robbery. It happened at the church at the Eastern Oaks last week. This is surveillance video of the unidentified person wandering the halls of the church while worshipers were inside. Police say the suspect threatened to kill 7 people and then proceeded to rob them. If you can help authorities with this investigation, contact Crime Stoppers at 215-STOP. You could receive a cash reward if your information leads to an arrest. Well, 70 years ago today, Rosa Parks' quiet protest on a Montgomery bus sparked a movement to desegregate public buses nationwide.
And as part of that 70th anniversary, our political correspondent, Jessica Umbro, takes a look back at how Rosa Parks' legacy is being celebrated.
Her story is famous. Rosa Parks, a black woman here in Montgomery, protesting segregation on public buses. She refused to give up her seat and sparked a protest that lasted over a year. But those who study her activism say that it went far beyond December 1st, 1955 and the Montgomery bus boycott.
When Rosa Parks was arrested, she came to the basement of this building with 2 of her students and ran off flyers announcing a bus boycott.
Alabama State University archivist Dr. Howard Robinson says the bus boycott triggered by the arrest of Rosa Parks signified a greater movement towards challenging the constitutionality of segregation and inequalities in all facets of life for Black Americans.
The template of a civil rights movement was laid out in the bus boycott: protests, mass meetings, nonviolent civil disobedience.
Rosa Parks was not the first person to challenge segregation laws at the time, and Rosa Parks Museum Director Donna Beisel says it was also not her first time standing up for what she thought was right.
She was fighting for women's rights, for voting rights, for young people's rights before, her bus arrest.
After the end of the bus boycott, Rosa Parks continued her activism for marginalized groups. She made the move to Michigan, where she volunteered on the campaign of Detroit Democrat John Conyers, and she was on his staff when he won that election.
Through her work with Congressman Conyers, continued to be an advocate for women's rights, the labor movement, all these other things that she had gotten her start in before.
The bus boycott ultimately ended when the U.S. Supreme Court Court ruled that segregation on public buses was unconstitutional. However, Rosa Parks' activism continued until her death in 2005. In Montgomery, Jessica Umbro, WSFA 12 News.
And there are events happening in and around Montgomery to mark the anniversary of Parks' arrest 70 years ago. We placed that information for you if you'd like to participate. Just check Jessica's story at WSFA.com or the WSFA 12 News app.
Turning to the weather now, expect some rain to move into our area tonight. WSFA First Alert Chief Meteorologist Josh Johnson is live tonight at the multiplex at Crampton Bowl, where jolly old St. Nick is taking pictures with families. And Josh, this rainy weather could mean a rough trip back to the North Pole for Santa.
Right. I've been talking to Santa about the need for some windshield wipers on the flight back to the North Pole. But the good news is he's actually staying the night here in Montgomery because he will be here again tomorrow, right, from 4 until 8 here at the Crampton Bowl multiplex. So I think the sleigh is well equipped for whatever the weather throws at Mr. and Mrs. Claus as they make the trip home back to the North Pole. We're here partnering with the Vance Law Firm to bring you the opportunity to get free photos taken with Santa, right? And it's not just Santa Claus. Mrs. Claus is here. There's all sorts of great photo backdrops, and the best of all, it's free. So bring your family, your nieces, nephews, grandchildren, children, bring them all and get that family photo made with Santa. Again, it is free of charge. A really good deal. Now, there is some rain falling, not yet here at the Crampton Bowl, but there's some rain falling in parts of South Alabama, a fairly widespread area of rain, and it will move north. Overnight tonight, the rain picks up. It's a heavy soaking rain that will fall later tonight after this event ends across all of the area. Beneficial, much needed rain that will help us get out of the drought. And then tomorrow, the rain ends very early. It's a dry day for Tuesday, but it turns cold. We'll give you the first alert. Your updated 10-day forecast is coming up in just a few moments. Val?
All right. Thanks a lot, Josh. These conditions are also a good reminder to download the WSFA free News First Alert weather app. You'll get access to exclusive videos and live broadcasts from our weather team, the latest watches and warnings, and live radar right in the palm of your hand.
Well, Auburn has a new head football coach, and he was officially introduced today. We have live Team 12 coverage for you from the Plains. We'll start with our own Sally Pitts, who's joining us live outside Jordan-Hare Stadium. Sally, Tiger fans are very excited about this news today.
Alex Golesh walked right through here and into Jordan-Hare Stadium today for the first time as Auburn University's head football coach. As he did, fans cheered and celebrated the new top Tiger. Golesh and his family made their first Tiger walk down Donahue Drive shortly before noon, and the first words out of his mouth to fans, War Eagle. Golesh noted the 22 straight sellouts at Jordan-Hare Stadium and 3 straight years of sold-out season tickets. He said the race begins now to give the Auburn fan base what they deserve.
I can't wait till the fall. 88,043 to cheer on our guys and give this fan base exactly what you deserve. I'm humbled, I'm honored, I'm so grateful to be here. This is a dream come true.
And Golesh was surrounded by his wife, daughter, and son. Auburn football shared video of them walking into Jordan-Hare Stadium for the first time. And the coach and his son both had the same look on their face. They looked awestruck when they walked in to the stadium and took that field. Golesh says he and his family are looking forward to being part of the Auburn community. And he even joked that Auburn may not be ready for his son just yet. Mark.
Sally Pitts reporting live tonight in Auburn. Now, we mentioned we had special team coverage for you. Coming up in our sportscast tonight, you will hear from sports director Rosie Langello and sports reporter Davis Baker. More about the plans for Auburn's new head coach, more on his salary, and much more about his appointment. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, if you still don't have your Star ID, you're going to have to pay a new fee in order to fly. TSA has announced its Confirm ID program today, which can verify your identity before you get to the airport. It will cost you a $45 fee. TSA officials say this will help enhance security and streamline the verification process for anyone flying without a real ID, known as Star ID in Alabama. This change starts February 1st. We've got more details on the program on our website, WSFA.com, and on the 12 News app.
And we should point out, you don't have to pay that $45 fee. If you fly, just make sure you have one of those real IDs, also known as a star ID. You can get it anywhere you can get your normal driver's license. A middle school teacher turning science into real-life magic, and her students say they're hooked.
Next at 6, meet the teacher in Floyd Middle Magnet. Lightning sparks in her students' lives in this week's Class Act.
And the state's Christmas tree now in place. As of today, we're going to tell you more about the Christmas tree that arrived at the state capitol and how you can participate in the official lighting ceremony.
Now, this is WSFA 12 News.
A middle school science teacher is using a little bit of magic in her classroom.
WSFA 12 News anchor Jasmine Williams with this week's Class Act.
They keep me on my toes. They keep me motivated.
Alexis Abels is far away from home. Born and raised in California, she traveled to Alabama to do exactly what she's doing right now. Teach.
I have always been attracted to the South, and I really wanted to attend an HBCU. Really, it's the people and the culture of the South. And I just feel like I belong here.
Culture in Alabama, at Alabama State University, and now at Floyd Middle Magnet School in Montgomery, where she teaches 8th grade physical science and an engineering elective, covering everything from kinetic energy to fireworks.
It's magic, but real. I absolutely love science. I love everything about it. 8th grade is just so fun. They're still really moldable at that age, and they're still really excited about learning. I love going into the lab and showing them different reactions and just the way that the everyday world around them works.
And just 5 years in as an educator, she learned the real magic comes from within.
I've learned to manage my time better and be where my feet are and enjoy the moment that I'm in. If you're energetic and you're positive and you're happy, then they're going to be energetic, positive, and happy. And that makes for engaged students and deep learning.
An energy so magnetic, it transfers over to her middle school students. Just one of many reasons Alexis Abels is a true class act. Jasmine Williams, WSFA 12 News, Montgomery.
And if there's a teacher you'd like to nominate for our Class Act Award, we encourage you to do that online. You can submit a nomination form on the education page of WSFA.com.
We are 24 hours away from 24 days away from Christmas, and now a special piece of the holiday spirit is standing tall over the state capitol. A massive eastern red cedar from Bullock County will serve as the state's Christmas tree this year. It's expected to be filled with roughly 400,000 lights and decorations. The lighting ceremony for the state tree is set for Friday night at 5:30.
It's free. Everybody is invited. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. Let's talk a little bit about the weather because we have seen a good bit of rain today.
WSFA First Alert Chief Meteorologist Josh Johnson has your new forecast. He's next.
With Chief Meteorologist Josh Johnson.
Welcome back to the Crampton Bowl. We have Santa here on site for free photos. Come on out. We'll be here tonight through 8 o'clock, tomorrow night from 4 until 8. Crampton Bowl Multiplex, downtown Montgomery. We've got Christmas music, Christmas elves, Mr. and Mrs. Claus, fresh in from the North Pole. It's a lot of fun. We're partnering with our friends at the Vance Law Firm to help bring you this free community service right here into Montgomery and surrounding areas. Hey, you live in Prattville, Pike Road, Wetumpka, Millbrook. Come on down. It's free, right? Professionally developed, professionally done photographs with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. Cool stuff. All right, speaking of cool stuff, there is a cool rain falling south of Montgomery right now. You'll notice here on First Alert radar, the rain covers a big chunk of South Alabama. The rain falling at a pretty good clip down there. It is raining heavily now across those southern sections of the state. I'll make the map move here, and that way we can watch it together in terms of how it's all turning out here. You'll notice the rain shield beginning to spread north. We're still dry here in downtown Montgomery, but that won't last a whole lot longer. As we go through the next hour, we'll start to see some mainly light rain, more nuisance than anything impactful. No storms, no severe weather, no problems. Here at the state capitol, check it out. This is the ASC Credit Union camera network. A very light rain beginning to fall. Not a huge deal there. It's a cold rain. Temperatures are now in the low and mid 50s across the southern half of Alabama. The lower Alabama temperature there in the low to mid 50s. Then tomorrow, so watch what happens here. We're in the 50s all night tonight. This is one of those weird nights or weird days. The high temperature is going to happen at midnight tonight. So Tuesday's high temperature will be at 12:01 a.m. because then look what happens. Tuesday, 8 a.m. Let's pick Union Springs, shall we? Watch Union Springs with me. 8 o'clock Tuesday morning, 54 degrees. 1 o'clock Tuesday afternoon, 52 degrees. Yeah, the temperature actually goes the wrong direction tomorrow, falling quickly on a stiff northwesterly breeze. Dress warmly tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. If you have plans outside, the cold will come on in a big, big way. Santa, as he rides back to the North Pole, will be saying ho, ho, ho there Tuesday night in the cold with Mrs. Claus there. So they'll be on the cold side of the ledger there. Then as we get on into Wednesday evening, temperatures will continue to drop there as well, on down into the 30s as we go through the overnight hours into the early hours there of Thursday morning. So bottom line is this, it's chilly now. We are going to stay on the cold side of the ledger for the foreseeable future. We really don't see a lot of warm air in the forecast. So if you like the colder air, this weather pattern is going to make you bigly happy. You're going to be the happiest camper in the whole forest with this one. All right, next 10 days, highs in the 50s to near 60. As far as rain chances go, wet tonight. The rain chance for Tuesday is exclusively in the morning. By 10 a.m., we're dry. Wednesday's dry, then more rain around in spots Thursday, Friday, Saturday, with highs staying in the 50s, overnight lows in the 30s and 40s. A pretty typical early December pattern across the state of Alabama. So, again, to recap, Crampton Bowl Multiplex, 4 till 8 tomorrow. We're here till 8 tonight. You can get those free Santa photos made, and we've even brought in some cold air outside to make you feel right at home with that North Pole feel here at the Crampton Bowl. Val?
Hello, everyone. Rosie Langelo alongside of Davis Baker here at Auburn. It's been a wild 48 hours at this school, but the Tigers now have their new head football coach in Alex Golesh.
Yeah, Rosie, we got to hear from Golesh for about an hour today. He took South Florida from one of the worst programs in all of Division I football to a consistent winner, capped off by a 9-3 season this year. He's got plans to do the same thing at Auburn, but the players are going to have to help with the heavy lifting there.
As I've gone through this journey, I've been involved at every aspect or at every level of this thing. The one thing that remains the same is when it's coach driven, when it's driven, the culture, the standards of everything in the program is driven by the coaches, by the support staff. You max out. Whatever that number of wins is, you max out. When the standards are upheld within that locker room, within each position meeting room, in every aspect of their lives, when it's driven by the players, we'll bring a national championship here to Auburn University.
Rosie, this fan base is starving for that type of success. They were so close in so many games this year. The theme of this year, though, just could not finish games.
Yeah, the Tigers lost 6 one-score games this season, and under new head coach Alex Golesh, he says that they are going to focus on the full 60 minutes.
The biggest thing when you talk about closing out games, finishing, is a mindset. The level of accountability that trains discipline within a program is what prepares you for the fourth quarter. You have to train it. We're going to train the fourth quarter part of what you do starting the very first second that we start in January with our guys. Finishing in the fourth quarter is a mindset. This game is still a one-on-one game. You got to want it more than the other guy, and you got to train it.
And that kind of goes along with quarterback play here. You know, the quarterback play here at Auburn has not been very successful in the last few seasons.
Yeah, Rosie, to be frank, it's been like a turnstile. New guy every single year. Golesh has had success putting guys in the NFL. He has a good track record, and today he was asked what he likes to see out of the most important position in all of sports.
There's obviously the mental side of it, like who can help process, who can process it faster than anybody else. There's obviously the physical component to it, and I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but I don't think you can rush that part of it. there's some talented dudes sitting in that room. We evaluated it coming in. I think the biggest thing that we've got to figure out right now is the competition part of that. Are you going to add somebody else? Are you going to add multiple people? And at the end of the day, the competition will take as long as it needs to.
We've talked a lot about the offense now, Rosie, but what about the defense? Will DJ Durkin remain on staff here?
Yeah, I asked Alex Golesh about that earlier today during the press conference. He was non-committal in his answer. He says that they are still working through things. Hey, we got a lot more content from Auburn coming up tonight. Plus, Alabama and Troy both playing in their conference title games. We'll have more on that at 10 o'clock. Rosie Langella, Davis Baker, we're back right after this.
Right now, WSFA.com, and as Rosie and Davis mentioned, they'll have another report for you at 10. That's going to do it for our 6 o'clock tonight.
We'll see you tonight at 10 o'clock.